Shadow,
Oh
but
gosh. Hello,
Do I have a
everybody.
shadow?
Joanne, say
Hi.
hello.
Good
Oh my
evening.
I apologize. It's my fault that we are late. I got distracted. I'm so sorry. I've been sitting here forever.
It's about time it's your fault.
It's my fault.
Anyway, welcome everybody to the Joy with Julie and Joanne show. And tonight we have Heather Hughes with us, better known as the LinkedIn Lady Boss. And we are so excited, Heather, to have you on.
oh boy, no pressure.
No pressure.
None at all. Oh,
no, I warned her. I warned her, Joanne.
I saw that warning. Thanks very much for that.
I'm super excited to be here, and I'm glad that you guys are like, I don't want to say chill, because 5 minutes, well, not 5 minutes, 10 minutes before we're ready to get started, all right, I have a funny. So instead of it being Joanne or Julie, I have a funny.
All right.
I work down in my basement, and my boyfriend came down and started laundry. I'm like, please don't run the washer or dryer. He's like, it's already running. And I'm like, oh, great. So if there's background noise, it's me. And I apologize.
Oh, don't even worry about it.
That's funny.
I'm pretty sure that Joanne could top you with what she did, what happened. You're not going to tell the story now?
Oh, what? What story?
Your job interview?
I don't like to top people. I don't like to top people. My job interview. Oh, Jesus. Bro.
No, it'll just put Heather at ease.
Think so? It might scare her half to death that she may be like, I have no idea who people are. I am leaving here now. I was looking for work just to help meet my bills, till I get things up and running here. And so on care.com, I don't know if you know, okay. I don't think there's a problem mentioning that. So I've always applied for nanny jobs there and then caregiver jobs. So I didn't apply to it. Somebody just said, oh, you'd look like you'd be a good fit. And so I thought, oh, our manager's here. So I thought, oh, this sounds easy. This 89-year-old gentleman wanted somebody to hydrate him. He needed to be hydrated. And $40 an hour, Heather, I thought, that's easy. I've learned how to hydrate since, being in Yep and drinking all the flux now. I'm an expert on hydrating. So I'll just sit there and watch him drink and make sure he drinks. And then I started thinking about it and I'm going, oh, maybe he needs like an IV. Well, they're not going to have me do an IV. I'm sure he's already hooked up to one. All this is going through my head, right? I just got to go change the bag and hang the bag up there. Got experience with that. No problem. So I said, sure. And we set up a time and I was supposed to be there yesterday morning. I think it was yesterday morning. Well, I get on our team meeting and everybody was sharing, their newest news or whatever. And I said, I got this. I think it's going to be an easy job. And I told my team about it, and all of a sudden, every single one of them was like, oh, no, Joanne, no, you can't go, no. And the two guys that were in on the meeting was like, no, definitely not. Well, so I have to back up a little bit because I decided I'd ask the guy later on. I thought I'm going to just ask him so I know, what I'm in for when I go. Is it going to be drinking water? Is it any whatever? So what he said to hydrate him, he needed Vaseline rubbed all over his body.
Oh.
It's just over the counter stuff. Okay, over the counter, hydration, Vaseline, whatever it is. And I'm thinking, I'll just put on gloves. I'll wear my mask because of COVID. And I'm sure he'll be like maybe shirtless. That's okay. And I just will rub it on his back and his arms and his legs. And my team just had a fit. Absolutely had a fit. So needless to say.
Is this some known like weird fetish type of thing?
I think so. Yes. from the messages following.
Wow.
Oh, but he double hockey sticks. I don't get that.
He actually did.
Double hockey sticks. So, yeah, not a good idea.
Did you go to the interview?
Oh, no, I had already had the interview. I was supposed to go and do this lubricating.
Oh,
or hydrating.
I'm hired. Oh, my.
Hydrating. Oh, yeah, I was already hired. They stopped me from going the next morning. Thank God. Imagine what I would have walked into.
Oh, my God.
And then what did he say to you, Joanne?
Oh, yeah. So I told him very nicely that, that I wouldn't be able to do it. I got, something else had come up. And so he told me that I was not nice to make it, to an appointment. And I apologized again. And I said, this will not work for me. I will not be able to do this job. And he said, I forgive you and I'll give you another chance.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm sure he will give you plenty of chances. Oh, my God.
Yeah. So now I got my talking to. We've created. Yeah.
Debbie has a buddy system for you, Joanne.
Great. You poor guys in Orlando.
You know what, Joanne? I'm not going to say anything because honestly, I probably would have been like, I don't understand. Yeah, like sure, whatever.
Right?
I'm naive like you, so I'm naive.
Excellent. Thank you. You would have gone in with the gloves, right? And then you would have been like shocked.
No, as soon as he said Vaseline or whatever it was, I would have been like, yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, yeah, that's what they said too. Somebody said on the team, Belinda was like, Vaseline is not a hydrator or whatever. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, that's
well, Heather, then you and I can be buddies because we both need the buddy system.
We'd be in trouble. We'd be in big trouble.
That's true. Oh my gosh, that's true.
I could believe this story, but I could.
Oh,
I could totally see it.
The thing is, there's always something, and you would think at my age you would get it, right? That's what bugs me, is that I could actually, it just bugs me that I'm still like this after so many years.
Come on, Debbie, we're not that bad.
I know, right? I mean, that would be a disaster. We'll show them.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, you just got some wisdom from Millie and Debbie. Debbie said you cannot be buddies.
I got to look at these. Oh, okay.
All right. Well, you can come back and watch it later because you just don't do that. So, except for the last time, and I went back this afternoon, and Jimmy was signaling you.
Oh, you did go back and look?
I did.
Poor Jimmy. Oh, jeez.
That's why I'm
outside today. Yeah.
We know. I watched it. Let's not talk about it because it was funny, but it was like.
Thank you. Oh,
okay.
My gosh. So, before we go on, I want to know, I love playing hockey, by the way. I used to play hockey all the time with my brothers. Love it. So Millie's got something with hockey sticks. I'm like, oh, I saw hockey.
No. She said no, N-O double hockey sticks or N-O or H-E double hockey sticks. Yeah. Like, you know what? No.
Oh, you know what? No. Like, in other words, no.
No.
Okay.
No. In other words, H-E double hockey sticks. No. H-E.
Okay, here it is. There.
It's like a rhyme.
Can you read it? Can you see?
I see it.
Okay.
It's an H-E space.
Okay,
like
Joanne, you are something else.
All right. So it's not hockey. It has nothing to do with my favorite sport.
It's nothing to do with hockey.
Nothing to do with my I love hockey, though. It's one of my favorite sports. So we'll just.
Oh, you're so distracted.
Yeah, I know. I get like that, though. I saw hockey sticks flash up, and it was like, who's talking hockey? Hockey's much better than this 89-year-old pervert guy we're talking about.
Okay. All right. Now that we got the giggles out, did we get the giggles out? I don't know. I'm just saying. We're just trying to put you at ease, Heather.
Oh, I'm at ease. I'm not
Okay.
She was at Easy
Yeah.
Place. She even heard that.
I know. Well, I'm just saying, wait, I missed something. I'm just saying that Debbie Morton is scared to come on with us. She always says that. Oh my gosh. Guess who's here? Besides
JKN.
JKN.
JKN. Yes. You love hockey. Me too. My brothers used to always like lay me flat down on the ice, face first, right? And strap on the pads, the goalie pads. And then they'd push me to the net. And I was their goalie.
That sounds about right. Oh God. Joanne, do you want, hey, before
around there, friends. What?
I want to remind you of a story you told me today about your mother and snowmobiling real quick. This is where Joanne gets it, Heather. This is where Joanne gets it. It's a family thing.
It's actually my dad. Well, our whole family, like, we just play off each other, and the jokes and stuff are ridiculous. But laughing is whatever. Anyway, my mom was snowmobiling. We used to be like avid snowmobilers, and my mom and dad had gone out by themselves, and they were on a trail. Long story short, they were on a trail. She really had to go to the bathroom really bad. So she wriggled out of her, her snowmobile outfit or whatever. My dad was supposed to stand guard and make sure nobody was coming. They didn't hear any snowmobiles. She thought she was safe. She faced herself in what she thought was the right direction. It totally ended up to be the totally wrong direction. And all of a sudden, these snowmobilers come up, not just one, not just two, not just three, but a whole line of them came up over the hill. And there's my mom mooning them. And she's squatting a pee. So she's never lived that down. Like, we still talk about that and remind her of that time. And that's when she started with Cool Whip containers. And that's where I got my Cool Whip container. Goes with me everywhere. Okay. That was TMI. If you have to pee somewhere and
okay,
you got nowhere to go, it helps.
It is in the DNA. And so don't rely on Joanne's dad to be a good lookout for you. Moral of the story.
My dad was a riot.
Moral of the story.
My dad was always getting into trouble, like doing stuff, but on purpose.
Oh, and anyway. You don't. No, she just does.
He was just harmless. Harmless. What do you call those jokes? Harmless.
Pranks.
Yes, pranks. Thanks, Heather. Pranks. Yep.
Pranks. Okay. All right. So we do have a few giggles out. So Heather Hughes is our lead trainer on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
And we rely on her in so many ways. And she is training our entire community on LinkedIn because that's her thing. And she is quite the authority. So we wanted to ask her about what she does with LinkedIn. And, how did this whole thing come about with you? Because I know you've only been doing it for a couple of years, and look at you just slaying it.
Well, I don't know. It sounds kind of boring, right? It sounds like boring.
Debbie says you're the bomb.
Yeah, thanks, Debbie.
She can read.
Well, she's not going to read it for herself and say, "Oh, Debbie says I'm the bomb."
Yeah, but you're putting it up there. Everybody can read the comments. You don't have to read the whole one.
Whatever.
Sorry, Heather.
Hilarious.
Okay,
yeah, so I actually, I started with LinkedIn kind of by accident. I don't want to say by accident. I just didn't love Facebook, and I found a person who I consider now a mentor and a friend. She's actually one of my clients also. And she was teaching LinkedIn for network marketers, but I didn't want to be a network marketer. And I just decided, I'm like, so what if I take your program and I use it to start a business? And she was all gung ho. She's like, I think that's a great idea. So I kind of took her exact business model, and I went out and I was building my health coaching business for that. And then I ended up back here in the network marketing space. But all along the way, making sure I had a mentor and asking her questions. And there was never a sense of I was competing against her. And she was actually my biggest cheerleader. She is one of my biggest cheerleaders for sure. So that's kind of how I got started with LinkedIn. And then, the rest, I don't want to say it's history because there's still way more story to be told, right?
Right.
Yeah. And I think that you got two of your biggest fans right here.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
I have learned so much. Haven't you, Joanne?
Oh, I had no idea about, I did not like LinkedIn. Like I really did not like it at all. And I wasn't doing anything with it until you came along, Heather.
That's funny because a lot of people tell me, like I have one good friend and she's like, oh, LinkedIn is for guys. Like I am not doing LinkedIn. I don't believe in it. I'm like, what do you mean you don't believe in LinkedIn? I don't get it. So
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a funny thing how people think, and they think it's a resume. They think it's really out there for getting a job. And it really can be so much more than that.
Yeah. I had no idea.
It.
So
I personally prefer it.
I've met some great people there too, and you can actually have a serious conversation. I like that. They seem to be serious.
Yeah, no, this is boring. Like, you see, I think we were having an awesome conversation about life and about all these funny things. Now you're trying to get serious and talk about LinkedIn. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about LinkedIn. I'm happy to answer all your questions. Like, do you guys have questions?
Yeah. Well, I know that you love LinkedIn, and are you going to be, let's see, how do I put this so we can not give anything away? LinkedIn is so boring,
Are you reading comments, Joanne?
Oh yeah, I'm reading comments. Sorry.
I'm so sorry. Right. Are you reading comments? They can read for themselves, Joanne.
I know, right? Oh, shoot.
I will prove you wrong, Debbie Solomons. I will prove you wrong.
Heather, there you go. Good for you. And I think, I've had great conversations with people on LinkedIn, and that's what's made it fun for me is just the new connections and different connections. So it's been really cool. Is there something coming that is going to be put out there for like all entrepreneurs, or is this new thing that we're having coming staying right within our community?
I honestly don't know all the details, but one of the things that I'm teaching people, so I have a business. So okay. I think you're trying to ask me lead me to certain things. So I have a business and I help people learn how to use LinkedIn.
Yep.
And whether it's health coaching or coaching LinkedIn, the biggest struggle that people have with anything is being consistent and showing up on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Joanne trying to get serious, but so one of the things that I love helping people do is helping them get consistent by showing them the process, knowing what the process is, and then giving them a way to make it super easy. And I know I'm trying to sound serious too, and it's hard, but I'm actually really serious. So I don't like actually to call it automation, but I was thinking about this today. When you automate and you have no idea what you're automating, it doesn't really make sense. So by learning what LinkedIn can do and then automating the process or making it super easy, you can have a bigger effect. So what are you guys laughing at?
Debbie Solomons, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, too much. So the short answer is yes. This is an amazing tool for all entrepreneurs. We are privileged inside of our community to be testing out and checking out some really cool tools for us to use and help us with that process. And we will be sharing that with a larger community slowly throughout the rest of the year. I don't know more details than that, really, to be quite honest. So.
Oh, okay. I was, you know what I was getting at? I was like trying to speak in code.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know. Okay, good. That's what I thought.
She already told you she wasn't going to. Joanne, she already told us. She's like, don't ask me that. But the message.
You know what? If you automate crap, to lack of a better word, what happens? You get crap. But one thing that Jimmy always says is that we need to leverage our time. And when we can leverage LinkedIn and time at the same time, it can have a huge impact on any business and growing your business. So that's kind of what I'm foreshadowing will be happening, is that we're going to be able to shrink time, or what's the saying that he always says? We're going to be able to compress time. Yes. Compress time and have a bigger impact.
I love that.
So when Heather can talk about what she's working on behind the scenes, we'll bring her back on and then she will announce it. How's that?
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, it's really knowing LinkedIn and knowing how to use it, and then taking that and just taking it one step further so you can show up on a regular basis. And that's what, that's at the end of the day, we all need better tools to help us be more efficient and more consistent and follow up more. I think that's where we all follow. That's kind of where we all fall apart. Okay, now we're getting connections. What do we do with these connections? And when we can see that conversation flowing more naturally, you kind of tend to understand it.
So that's the one thing I was telling Joanne or Millie, one of them today, is that if they accept my connection requests and respond to my message, I'm like, now what do I say? And the thing that Heather keeps telling me is that you have to understand how to do things manually and do it before you get into any sort of help or automation or whatever that's coming. But anyway, I think that's correct to do that, to learn it, because if you don't understand what you're doing, then you're never going to know.
Exactly. Yep. And it really is the art of the conversation and learning how to take it to the next step. In fact, I think it was someone yesterday said, "Oh, I'm getting people to respond to me," and I'm like, "Okay, and now what's the plan?" She's like,
"Right.
What do you mean I'm like, "Yeah, you actually have to have a conversation with them, and they're in your inbox, so they're there for you. You just need to start talking to them."
Yep.
I'm talking right now, Debbie. I am talking.
Yeah, you are, to two friends.
Okay, fine. But you need
to pretend that they're all your friends, and at the end of the day, if you end up not moving the conversation forward, then that's okay. But at least you reached out to someone and found out that they're not the right fit for you.
Yeah. I'm horrible, as Debbie is pointing out here a number of times. Follow up are not my friends. But I love to meet new people. I love to hear about them. And I tend to forget why we're connecting. And we go off on all these other subjects. And I have to, for me, I got to remember to bring it back. Bring it back if it's fitting. If we have something that can benefit people, I sometimes, forget about that part of it. But today it was so much fun. I recruit for a trucking company. So I'm recruiting truck drivers, and I'm loving it. It's really fun because you get to meet people and they end up being really talkative. In fact, I sent my boss a message today and I'm like, are all truck drivers this talkative, or do they like to talk all the time?
I bet they are.
So,
I think they're lonely.
Yeah.
Well, that could be. So
they're lonely.
So there's one anyway, and I don't know where we went, but we ended up talking all about the Young Entrepreneur Project. It was just really cool. And she was like so excited to hear about it. So you never know. You just start talking, I guess.
You do not go interview the truck drivers in person, Joanne.
They would love her.
Oh, JK. Yeah, I have one that wants to stop by when he's going through our state. Oh.
I didn't know that, Jennifer.
I didn't know that either. If he needs a job, let me know. And he says, yes, we are lonely and full of shit. I have a big respect for truck drivers. They're always dehydrated.
That's because they can't stop and pee all the time. They are on a deadline.
That's not what she's
I
talking
don't
about.
think that's what she was meaning.
Talking about the 89-year-old man who is hydrating.
You guys are so in the gutter. I can't even keep up.
Once it happens, oh Lord have mercy.
You guys are too much.
Oh God, that's so funny. Debbie, I didn't know you were going to embarrass me.
Oh, believe me, that's true. Oh, that's not true. Okay.
Not for Jennifer's husband.
I don't know if Jennifer was here for the whole hydration.
Nurse.
Well,
that's funny. Maybe she wasn't.
Gotta go back to the beginning.
I'm not going back there.
Just circle back and listen to Joanne's job interview story from this week.
Yeah,
it's just
funny.
Then yeah.
Well,
somebody needed to be hydrated.
So that's right.
So
what else do you guys want to talk about?
Okay, so hold on, I had something in my head.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
She does need to watch the replay, and then she'll know. She'll get the joke. Even though I didn't.
What's the funniest? What's the funniest thing that you've done on LinkedIn or something like that?
Well, if you guys know me, I wouldn't really say that humor is really part of my gig.
No, we know you.
Nothing funny? Did anything like sorry. It's my dog.
No, I will tell you, like some people respond, even not necessarily to me. The funny thing is I want to respond when someone says, this really isn't the right way to have messages. I don't know what you're doing, Joanne.
I'm showing Debbie. She wanted to know what it was. Is
it a squirrel?
No, it's my dog's toy. I was trying to fix it. I was getting a stick out of it. It's sitting here next to me. Sorry, Heather.
Normally she has a squirrel.
No, I want to get in I want to get into debates with people and basically tell them that they're wrong. Like, no, you don't understand. And that, to me, is that funny? No, it's probably not funny, but I do have to remind myself, I don't need to argue with them. They can be right, and I'll just walk away. But if you guys, I'm an owl, so I do always like to point out the facts to people, and it's not always well received when it's in a message. So I've learned to stop doing that.
Aha. So they take it the wrong way?
Not necessarily take it the wrong way, but people like to be right. I mean, I will tell you, I like to be right, but most of the time my answers are based on facts. So when they tell me that something is wrong, I'm like, well, that's not really how that is. Whatever, but it's all good. So I've learned to just ignore a lot of messages, and that's probably
interesting. Okay.
Is it funny? I wouldn't say it's really funny, but it is funny to see how people interact. And
exactly. And the things they come up with and the things they come out with. And yeah.
Yeah. And just the random messages that a lot of people send. And I'm like, I don't understand why you're sending me this message. And, Debbie Morton talks about that a lot also, is why are they sending me this?
Yeah.
And you think on LinkedIn, you wouldn't have as much as that. But I don't want to say it's not desperation, but I just think people are so excited about whatever it is that they're doing. They want to share it with so many people. And their enthusiasm, it comes off as not exactly the right message. So I try to engage them. Hey, have you thought about this? And I'm like, people don't like to be told that they're not doing things the right way. So
exactly. But you have such a good way about you, and extremely patient. Extremely patient.
I never knew that about myself, actually. And
you are.
My kids, they would never, ever, ever say that I was patient when they were growing up, because I canceled Christmas one year because
brutal.
So I wouldn't say I was patient when they were growing up and kids. So no. So maybe I learned that from them. I don't know. Maybe I learned to be more patient.
You are, like, seriously.
Actually, she's extraordinarily patient.
Yeah, because I've seen you on these meetings, and like when you got to help Julie, for instance, set up her LinkedIn and stuff, like I would have been like long gone off that call. I would have been like, this is just too much. to handle.
You
Like,
are the worst.
I'm sorry. It takes a ton of patience sometimes.
Are you kidding? I watch all of her training videos before I watch them before I even ask her.
And you type out every single word.
That's the owl in me.
Ifs and buts, Heather. She's got this humongous book of scripts, and so if I'm not throwing her under the bus, I'm just telling like it is. And so, I'd rather use Julie as an example than somebody like Millie. You know, like I can use Julie because she's here, but if I use Millie, then I'm going to be in trouble because like
Millie's going to write hateful things on the comments.
So yeah, like being patient with people to set things up.
You know what? It's really easy to be patient when people are actually listening and trying to understand. When people interrupt and don't listen, that's when I lose my patience. And I have lost my patience on a couple of times. So I'm not a saint. I'm not perfect. I'm really not. And I do. If it's 6 or 7 times and they're asking me the same question, I do tell them that they need to go back and watch the videos because
that's so Millie. That is so.
I have not had any problems with Millie. I have not had any problems with Millie. I love you, Millie.
Ask the same questions over and over. Even if you tell her, you could. Oh my gosh! I think I need water.
Now she is throwing Millie under the bus. She was just going to throw me under the bus, but now it's Millie.
Because she just described Millie. She didn't want to say her name, so I said it for her.
I love you, Millie. I love you, Millie. And your little wave is like
I do too, Millie. We all do. We understand. We understand.
Yeah.
So, well,
if you join the young, I don't know if you have non-yeppers in your community, but if you join the Young Entrepreneur Project, you do get to learn from me, and that is pretty special. So just
there you go.
That is actually. You need the Heimlich. Do you need me to come over?
Yeah, just jump through the screen.
It's all right. Cigars that you smoke there.
I know, right? I actually, when we're done here, I'm kind of like want to hurry up because I get to have one after we're done this.
So did you hear? Okay, did you hear what Heather just said?
No. What?
But if people join with us, they get to learn from Heather.
Oh yes.
It is one of the benefits.
Everything about inside and out about LinkedIn. And then we've got somebody for Facebook, we've got somebody for Instagram, we got somebody for TikTok, we got somebody Pinterest.
We need a YouTuber. Oh, yeah. We need actually someone to come in and teach us YouTube.
Yep, YouTube.
Well,
no, it's a mosquito. It's not a cigar. A mosquito. I sucked it in.
Oh, okay.
But you hate that. I hate it when that happens. What do you do? What do you do?
Too. It's like back there. Yeah. So
okay. But we do have amazing talent, and we are bringing in amazing talent all the time. So if you have talents, we want you.
Exactly.
I mean, seriously.
We're always looking for good talent. Yep.
We're always, and I think this is the thing about Jimmy, and I'll just say this for the world because I've already said this to Heather, but I'm not sure it sticks. So
is it nice? Is it nice?
Of course, it's not nice.
Okay. No, it's gonna be nice. Okay.
Now let me just say it. So when I speak to Jimmy, our CEO, he's always scouting for talent, and he brings in amazing talent, people I've never even heard of. Just.
Okay.
And what he told me was that he did not even realize, because Heather's so quiet, he did not realize how incredible she is. And now he's begging her to be hired by him. That's just what he says. And because Heather is quiet, she's a quiet owl. And so she's not like Joanne. And so, I'm just saying. But anyway, that is what one of the most respected men in my life says about this woman, Heather Hughes. and her mad skills, because she's just incredible. And he did not even fully realize that until she started taking over this portion of the Young Entrepreneur Project. And she's just rising up, and because her true self is coming out, and Jimmy sees that. Now, this one here, Jennifer, that's his. He cannot live without Jennifer. He cannot live without this one either, Debbie Solomons. And
We're all
cannot
just
live.
amazing. We're all just amazing.
It's just true.
It's so true. It's just so awesome. That's what makes us so happy and like to get up every morning. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, it's like you wake up and it's like, oh yeah, you know, I get to do life today with all these great people. And it's,
and we're just going to keep bringing them to you so that you
Yeah.
can see the
Yeah.
caliber of people and the quality of people that we get to hang out with and work with.
right. That's right.
So who's your next guest?
Oh
We
yeah.
don't
who's
know.
that?
I
Do
don't
we
know.
know?
I was thinking Ali or Debbie or Debbie or
Too. JKN is coming on. We haven't had
JKN is definitely coming. She
Livia
blew us
said
off
she
and
would come on. Livia said she'd come. We
She
got a
did?
schedule her. Yep.
Are you for real? You
Yeah.
talked to her?
I talked to her. She's going to join us for an interview someday, or whatever you.
Oh
call
my
these.
gosh. Well, you know what? We have so many amazing people that we want to bring on and introduce you to, so that you can see the Heather Hughes and the Debbie Solomons and the Debbie Mortons and the JKNs and the all of these people, the Chef Katrinas. It just goes on and on. Jimmy, Azelle, Ali
It is
Madali. It's incredible.
So many.
So,
It's so
and
wonderful.
we're going to keep bringing them to you, even though we might make them scared.
I wasn't scared.
No, you weren't. See, thank you.
Yeah,
Well, there you go. See?
Who speaks Portuguese? Olivia.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, she
Thanks,
will.
JKN. Yeah, because I actually had her scheduled, and then things happened.
Oh, things happen.
You know, she had
Poor
contracted with
Jennifer.
family, and we just kind of let it go.
cool.
That's okay. Jennifer got sick. I think she had a migraine.
And can't spell it.
I don't think I can handle you two tonight. I have a migraine.
Who said that?
JKN.
Oh,
we had her-
no.
We had her scheduled. It's still in my whatever. Anyway, it's still there.
Oh, migraine. Oh, that was back when?
In March.
Yes.
Did I already do this comment?
Yeah, you did. Debbie can't
Okay.
spell it.
All
We'll
right.
have to-
Sorry. I can't read. I don't have my glasses on because they
I
glare.
did it with- Oh, she was so sad. Yeah, we were too, but we totally understand. So maybe JKN, you want to be up for next Friday?
Yeah, JKN, commit. Will you commit? We're just gonna. This is what we did to Heather. We're like, Heather. We announced it. We announced it 2 weeks ago that Heather was coming on.
But I had already committed, so it's
Yeah,
all
you'd already committed.
yeah.
We didn't put it on the spot. Too bad.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, JKN's going to sign off. I gotta go. My
I know,
husband
she's
wants to
like,
talk.
gone. She's like gone. Oh,
Okay.
Heather, I'm so happy you were here with us. We should probably kind of close
Yes,
things up.
thank you.
But thank you. We had a good ending there. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. I will definitely be tuning in for the next Joy with Julie or
Excellent.
Julie and Joanne, right?
Yeah. And you'll be on again with us, right?
Of course, anytime you guys want me.
Okay. Excellent.
We love
Yeah.
Heather. We do. We adore her. And it's been such a pleasure to get to know you, Heather. And the quiet, I tend to, I don't know. I do gravitate to Joanne, but I do gravitate to quiet people. But
Gotcha.
That's
I
what I do.
You two could be part. What do you call those buddies? When you buddy up with somebody that Debbie wants us to do?
Accountability
system.
partner.
No, buddies. Oh, the buddy system.
Buddy system.
Yeah, you guys could be the buddy system, and I could be there in the middle to make you have some fun because you're so quiet.
Yes. You could be the fun referee.
I'm not doing anything, Deb. Nothing. Maybe the beach tomorrow with Dave and the dog.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, we might do that.
And what
But
are
she
you
wants-
doing this weekend, Heather?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, nothing really super exciting. We're actually in the process of getting our house ready to be on the market. So we're just boring things. So.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing that for months for a ranch.
Yeah. So what do you do
Months.
this weekend? Same thing, ranch stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to play a little tomorrow. And
Yeah, Julie doesn't know how to play. This is Julie's entertainment for the week.
that's pretty bad.
It's pretty.
my God.
Welcome to my world. It's
I know.
super. It's a sad life right now, but it's going to improve. It is improving.
Yeah.
So, but thank you, everybody. Seriously,
going to a wrestling. She doesn't know how to spell wrestling, guys.
No. That's spelled like that on purpose because
wrestling.
That's how they say it.
Oh,
Wrestling.
Never correct your spelling.
Well, she was correcting Debbie.
Are you reading comments out loud,
That's
Joanne?
how Missourians talk.
I think I am. Oh my gosh, you're funny.
Okay, guys.
All right,
Thank you.
guys. Thank you, everybody. We love you too. Thank you for being here.
Definitely wrestling. Definitely wrestling.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
I need to get there. One of those wrestling things. That would be fun.
Okay. Heather, thank you. Thank you for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. And everyone else, thank you.
We'll talk to y'all later.
Okay. Have a good night.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
You have to shut us off.
I'm trying.
How did she leave? How come I can't leave?
She does what you do and exits.
Well, I just don't know how to end it now, so please do it.